Hi, my name is Tiffany Nevil, and my husband Jeremy and I moved away from St. Louis and First Free about 3 years ago. We made a really big, life-changing decision to join the Army at the ripe old age of 27. When Jeremy joined the Army, we knew he was gonna get deployed, and that was the first thing our parents asked us. Is they're like, "Well, you know that he's gonna get deployed," and yeah, we do. And I really had a sense of from the get-go that because of all those conversations, again, that we had, I just had peace. I never had, a lot of people have said, wow, your husband's in Afghanistan, you must be really scared. And I do have, I would say I have an understanding of the danger that he's in to the extent that I can, not being there myself. But I've always had a sense that God just has always said he's going to be okay. I've always had a peace that surpasses understanding. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know if it's a naivety or if it's at the same time or if it's just the faith that God gave me in that area. I just haven't been afraid for his life. His life is threatened, but I'm not afraid. I just feel like it's in God's hands. And Jeremy would say the same. He would say that while he understands that he is in danger and he is in a place that it's very realistic, the danger that he has, he feels God's hand and he feels his presence in a very real way. And actually I have a story that kind of illustrates that. Jeremy told me that he was out one night and it was dark and there was this orchard, and the orchards are very dangerous in Afghanistan because the Taliban hides and they draw people in to come and get them, and then they do harm to them basically. And so Jeremy's unit was in this orchard, and one guy and it was the same orchard where one of his friends had been killed a few weeks in advance. And so the scene had already been set that it was extremely dangerous, and I think it had even been on the news about what had happened. And he was afraid. The first time he felt this level of fear, and again, it wasn't that fear that freezes, it was just like, I am understanding so much that this is really scary. This is where my friend Tom died, right over there, and I am right here, and this is a bad place. And he was really felt this kind of fear come over him, and so he said that it was dark, and he just stopped and he just prayed for peace, and he just prayed that God would calm his heart and that he would just feel a sense of peace. And he said that, and he had actually like closed his eyes and gotten down on the ground and was just kind of sitting there with his eyes closed. And when he opened his eyes, I know this sounds dumb, but there's a butterfly like right in his face, like a butterfly, a beautiful white butterfly is just like kind of hovering like right here in his face. And I love butterflies. And so to Jeremy's heart, it was like, to him, it was just like a message of love and of peace and of serenity, that it's going to be okay. And he said that instantly when he saw that butterfly, he just felt like that was God's face to him, was that butterfly, just calm. And he was like, it was what he wanted. It was the peace that he had asked for. He didn't know how God was going to give it to him, but he opened his eyes and there's this butterfly, and it was just the peace that he needed. And so it was after that, he said that he was okay. He understood the danger, but he had a peace that he couldn't explain. And it was really beautiful the way that he said that he just couldn't believe how God met him in that way. It just comforted his heart, and it has carried him through other situations.